teenager. I dropped out of high school. I started smoking weed and just drinking, just trying to escape everything I couldn't understand. That's what led me to prison. It was where I grew up. The women inside Beverly Hills became my family. I had a jail mom, a jail sister. These were the people who supported me when I needed it the most. One of them was Keisha McCoy. I don't even call her jail mom anymore. I just call her mom. She helped me heal the relationship with my own biological mother. Got me into school when I was incarcerated and kept me motivated even when I hated college. She had 25 to life, but was still pushing forward. So I felt like I could too. She came home less than a year after I did on the DBSJA. Now she's an advocate, spending the time she deserves with her family. So many women like us deserve to come home. Keisha wasn't there for just me. She helped everyone in here, especially the younger girls. And eventually I started doing the same. I began showing up for the other girls the way she showed up for me. That's the kind of transformation that happens when you have love, support, and hope. Imagine if that kind of encouragement that we gave each other on the inside was supported by law. The Earn Time Act would give people a reason to believe again. Right now, there are people with long sentences who feel hopeless. There's no point in doing a program or healing because they'll never get out. But the Earn Time Act says your growth matters. Your healing counts. And if you keep going, you can earn a way to come home sooner. Women in prison already build each other up. This would change the whole culture of prison. Because when you give people hope, they act on it. My jail mom showed me that. I had a 12-year sentence. The Domestic Violence Survivors Justice Act reopened my case, but I didn't meet the strict standards. So many judges are not properly educated on the law. People were applying and being denied. Not because we didn't deserve it, but because the judges didn't understand domestic violence and the trauma it causes. In that process, I realized how much trauma I've been carrying. Seeing my mom testify for 3 hours was the most powerful moment of my life. She cried, admitting how much she felt she had failed to protect me and my siblings. As I watched her through her pain, I could feel her healing. It hit me all at once. This is real. This happens to us. When you're in the middle of violence and trauma, it becomes so normal, so numb, you can't even see it for what it is. Watching my mother testify, I couldn't even breathe. The trauma was racing through my mind like a movie. And finally, I could imagine a different ending for all of us. The Second Look Act is the spirit of the DBSJA, but it's more comprehensive. It doesn't require women like the ones I left behind to meet the same impossible standards. It gives everyone a chance to show how they've grown and healed. It allows people to go back in front of a judge to reconsider their circumstances and sentence, and to prove they're ready to come home. I believe in the movement for communities, not cages, because it's about hope. It's about lifting up our voices after years of silence. So loud they cannot ignore us. The Second Look Act, the Earn Time Act, and the Marvin Mayfield Act are our chance to turn hope into action. These bills give people a real pathway to healing, growth, and freedom. These bills give people a real pathway to healing, growth, and freedom.
That's right.
I say to the world, people change. And